Warriors, rise. Crypto millionaires know this, and you're being played, Warriors. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, and crypto coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Now, I'm going to take you on a journey and I'm going to show you the players in the game. That's my specialty, right? Macro and microeconomics and understanding the players in the game. This is how I make my financial decisions. I want to share with you guys our Warrior Academy, access to my portfolio, access to my exit strategy. And by November 15th, we're revamping the whole academy it's going to be unbelievably remarkable. We're raising the price November 15th. You can also get your shit together in my 120-day challenge. Click the description down below. Click. You can read all about it, Warriors. This is the time to activate in the biggest shift in generational wealth. Well, let's jump right into it. So I want you to notice this video is on February 6, 2018. Now, Senator Shelby is talking to two players in the game. It is going to be Jay Clayton and the crypto dad, which I'm going to show you. Now, this point in time, they're both in front of the Senate, right? One is with the CFTC and one is with the SEC. Okay, very, very important to understand. Okay, both of them are now in the crypto game. Watch this, Warriors.
You and Chairman Giancarlo, you're chairman of two powerful regulatory bodies, but you have different jurisdictions. Anything that's
You're both chairman of two powerful government bodies, regulation.
smacks of security comes somewhere in your range, does it not? If it, dealing with a commodity, something that could be deemed a commodity, clearly comes in your range. The Federal Reserve is the biggest bank regulator we have, and also and Treasury is involved in this. How are you going to put together a task force? Can you do it on your own through the administration to deal with the cryptocurrencies? Because you got the Fed, you got the Treasury, you got the commodities, you got the securities, perhaps some others that we hadn't thought about before this gets out of control somewhere.
So how are you going to put a task force in place? You got the SEC and the CFTC sitting together. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get our elbows rubbed together, and then we're going to leave and we're going to go jump into the crypto space, and we're going to get ready to catch all the people who are becoming literally, we're going to get the crypto space going. Okay. And then we're going to FUD the crap out of the market. We're going to regulate the crap out of the market once we're set up, ready to go.
Where in the world?
Let me start. And
yes, sir.
Chris can comment by recognizing the Treasury Secretary. He has brought us together.
That's good.
The CFTC, the SEC, and representatives of the Federal Reserve to talk about this, because Senator, you're exactly right. The funny thing about these cryptocurrencies is they only work if they're integrated with. They only work for their purported purpose if they're integrated with the financial system. And so therefore it necessarily touches on all of our regulation. But
they only work for the reported purpose if they integrate with the financial system.
Just reinforce that the Treasury Secretary has been out on front on this, has formed a virtual currency working group of ourselves, the SEC, the Fed, and FinCEN. We've had a number of preliminary conversations and work streams developed. I've had a number of bilateral conversations with the Treasury Secretary on virtual currencies, and we are going to be coordinating our various responses. It's begun with just some broad conversations establishing our different jurisdictions so that we're all clear as to what we're doing, but also what we're not doing, where the gaps are.
Yeah, we're clear on what we're doing, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to leave these government bodies, and then we're going to go and join the cryptocurrency space. As we tell everybody, cryptocurrency is a fraud, as it's used for nefarious activities. As we flood everybody out of the marketplace, let's get our bags packed, and then we'll throw out regulation, and then we'll let the public know, and then we'll become and stay in control the richest people in the world. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. So I'm going to show you some regulation that's happening. I just want to really cement you into understanding what you're invested in. You're invested in the future economy of the world. So cryptocurrency laws and regulation in the UAE, I want to show you this really powerful thing. So regulatory framework in the UAE, I just came from the UAE, Dubai. In a bid to become pioneer in blockchain technology, the UAE has launched the UAE Blockchain Strategy 2021, pursuant to which 50% of government transactions will be conducted using blockchain technology by 2021. To solidify this vision, regulation of the cryptocurrency assets, including cryptocurrency, have recently been issued. I just came back from the UAE. It is such an advanced country and very, very well run. You'd be shocked, Warriors. Zero taxes, entrepreneurial dream heaven. It's absolutely amazing, Warriors. Okay, a couple other things out here. So, Micah, a guide to the UAE's proposed market and cryptocurrency asset regulations. You can go through all this stuff, Warriors. You see that they're doing in-depth reviews of cryptocurrency regulations. They're getting set up for the future. But the reason why I did this video is to show you the players in the game. So you saw Jay Clayton, who was sitting next to Crypto Dad, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. The SEC with the CFTC. Now, remember, Gary Gensler has replaced the SEC chairman, Jay Clayton. Jay Clayton left to consult for a cryptocurrency fund where he was pushing for a Bitcoin ETF. Okay, then you have the Crypto Dad sitting next to him from the CFTC, who is now involved in cryptocurrency. So I'm going to show you the players in the game. Okay, so we got the Blockchain and Cryptocurrency Regulation 2019 first edition. What I wanted you to see on this sheet right here, and you can go through this if you'd like to. It's a long document, 505 pages. I've read about 100 of it. If you go here to the Blockchain Alliance, you got the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. But let's take a deep dive into the Blockchain Alliance, okay? So this is the Blockchain Alliance, a public and private forum to help combat criminal activity on the blockchain, okay? If we go here and we take a look at who the partners are. So we got the Digital Chamber of Commerce, and you can see these down here. You got all these different partners here. You got Coinbase, okay? These are all Kraken. We got Ledger. We got Ripple, okay? So let's go back really quick. We got Tether. So we got Blockchain Alliance. What I wanted to show you is the Chamber of Digital Commerce. Okay, remember the two players I showed you in the beginning. Let's go over here. Well, let's look at the board of advisors for the Chamber of Digital Commerce. So who is this gentleman? Look familiar? Let's go back here. Oh, there he is. Okay, so now he's on the crypto side. So we got Chris. I'm going to butcher his name. Giancarlo. Okay, we call him the Crypto Dad. He's the 13th chairman of the U.S. Commodities Future and Trading Commission. Let's dive around a little bit more. Whoa, James Newsom. James Newsom is on the Chamber of Digital Commerce, right? So if we go over here, we take a look at James Newsom. He's part of the CFTC, or formerly was nominated President George Bush to serve the chairman of the Commodities and Future and Trading Commission. He was confirmed by the U.S. Senate in December 2001. The term expired on June 2006. Chairman Newsom has served as a commissioner of the CFTC since August 1998. So this gentleman now is helping with crypto digital commerce, right? We got the Blockchain Alliance, which is back here, we got the Blockchain and Cryptocurrency Regulation. Okay, they've been planning this out for a very, very long time. So let's dive into the Crypto Dad here. So here he is right here in front of the Senate in a hearing, right? Right next to Jay Clayton, who now consults for a cryptocurrency fund. And let's watch this interview. So we call him Crypto Dad. Chris, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, talks about new digitalization of value.
Chris Giancarlo, it is an absolute pleasure to have you here with us today here in Davos, in chilly Davos, former CFTC chairman, of course, and now co-founder of the Digital Dollar Project. Your journey has been an interesting one, from private sector into being a regulator of a very important institution, the Commodities and Futures Trading Commission, and now back into the private sector, but you've come into the digital technology, digital currency technology. Tell us a little bit about the project and how you went through that journey and what brought you here.
And by the way, it's great to see you again. We meet in all the best places.
We always
do. The last time was Boca Raton.
Boca Raton,
Yeah,
quite a different climate,
Davos,
different feel, but
exactly,
yes,
great.
absolutely.
And in fact, when we talked then, as you say, I was chairman of the CFTC. And one of the things that I had to experience during my 5 years at the commission was this sort of new wave of the digitization of our world that's taking place. You know, the first wave was the digitization of information, and that's created the internet as we know it today. But we're now in a wave that some people call the digitization of value, or the internet of value. And it's this explosion in cryptocurrencies and initial coin offerings and a conversation about how do we take money, which currently exists as an analog instrument, into this new digital era. And that's something I've been thinking a lot about since leaving the commission. And I've been also thinking a lot about how so much of our physical infrastructure, our bridges, our tunnels, our airports, has been allowed to age and decay. They were state of the art in the 1950s and 60s. They are well past their sell-by date today. Well, so too, so much of our financial infrastructure has also been allowed to age and decay and not been modernized. So in my post-life, I had a wonderful career. I was able to take my company public 15 years before. I was able to serve my country. Now I want to devote what's left of my public life to the modernization of that infrastructure and thinking about this new change, this digitization of value. How do we move it forward in a way that's positive? And so since leaving the commission, I've announced a number of projects. One is I'm involved in creating a new replacement for LIBOR that's based upon real unsecured rates in the American market.
London interbank overnight rate for those watching
The
at
London
home who aren't
interbank
aware.
over.
Okay, I've told you guys about LIBOR to CIFOR that's coming in December. We do not even know how that's going to affect the economy. So as you see, Warriors, Jay Clayton left, cryptocurrency. Crypto Dad left, cryptocurrency. Okay, you got Gary Gensler, head MIT professor, now head of SEC, right? Rubbing shoulders. These guys are all connected, Warriors. You have to know that this is the future. Now, how do you navigate this market? We're going through a massive bull run right now, and it's going to collapse 80 to 90%. We have about another bear market before the full financial system is shifted over in 2025. That's why we're teaching our Warriors to be patient. It's not just about cryptocurrency, Warriors. This is a shift in your world. This is a brand new financial system, and you get to be involved in it. Think about that, how powerful this is. So surrounding yourself with the right community is going to be very important. Okay, so now I showed you this player in the game, but let's take a look at this. So who is David Treat? We know that David Treat is from Accenture. If you go back here, okay, David Treat is right here. He is part of the board. So you got to know all these people are connected. You got Chris, I can't pronounce his name, call him Crypto Dad. We'll go over here. We go James Newsom. We got David Treat. David Treat is Accenture, right? He's a managing director, leading Accenture Tech Incubation Group, which includes its blockchain and multi-party system businesses formed in 2015. And we know that Ripple is connected to Accenture. So Ripple ends up seeming to be involved in everything that they're connected to. Why is the SEC suing Ripple? When Ripple met with the SEC since its inception, think about that. I think it was stated one time that they met with the SEC almost every single month, and then all of a sudden, Jay Clayton, before he leaves, throws out a SEC lawsuit, then leaves, replace it with Gary Gensler. Now there's this battle with the SEC versus Ripple against a cryptocurrency, Xrp, that is deemed a cryptocurrency in every other country except the US. So there's one of two things happening. Is there is a true concern that it was sold as a security, which could be settled very easily. It was about 9 years ago. They could settle that, just like Tether. They could do a buyout or what do you call a settlement? Or there's a bigger narrative going on, and they're suppressing this as hard as they can because they do not want people flooding into XRP, because it's going to make people very, very, very wealthy. So you have to really think about this. Why are all these players in the game moving from our government officials into cryptocurrency space? And why would they do that? Why would Rosie Rios leave the treasury or be a former treasurer who signed the last $100 bill and said, I'm responsible for bringing in the new currency of the world, and then becomes the board, part of the board for Ripple? These are the things you need to think about to pull yourself up into a 30,000-foot overview. Do not get involved in the FUD. Do not listen to Jamie Dimon. Don't listen to all the bullshit YouTubers, with all this pump and dump stuff happening on. No offense to them, but this is macro and microeconomics, Warriors. This is much bigger than crypto. When you understand this part of the game, you will be wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. You do the opposite of the masses. What they tell you is not what they're doing, Warriors, the billionaires. So if you know the players in the game, you just follow the M2, you follow the money flows, you follow where the money's going, right? We're going into inflation. Some say hyperinflation, right? They're going to print money into oblivion. The Democrats can raise the debt ceiling right now. They're just choosing not to. So we can create a bipartisan argument in between Republicans and Democrats to make the blame go out. It's all a game, Warriors. So your job is to understand the game so you can play the game and bring the money back to the people. Right? They always say if you can't beat them, then join them. It's not about even beating them. It's about getting back what's ours. This monetary system was designed by a human being, not by a higher power, not by Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness tells us we already have everything we need, warriors. You already have everything you need. You've been taught a value system. And that value system is so far outside of us as human beings in our Christ consciousness that it makes us feel sick. It makes us feel not worthy. It makes us feel not abundant. It makes us feel like we have scarcity when there is no scarcity, only your belief in it. There is no scarcity, only your belief in it, warriors. So this game is for you to play, to win, to live a free life you've always deserved. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Click the link down below. Join our private Warrior Academy. Go into the 120J challenge. Get your shit together, warriors. We are raising the price at the end of November because we're revamping the whole crypto academy. It is going to blow your mind step by step. Okay. What is it? How to do it, and an example. DeFi, staking, how to buy crypto. It's going to be revolutionary. It is revolutionary. You have access to my research team, our technical analysis team. We have spiritual, we have health, we have mindset. We have everything you need to help you navigate this new system. Appreciate you. Love you. As we always say, warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Let's go.